name's David Ludlow, and normally the videos on this channel are showing you lots of tips for Microsoft software like Excel and Word. And then I realised that I order so many things for my business, from monitors and cameras and desks and that type of thing. I thought I'll start doing some unboxing. So we're going to start today with unboxing a small computer table that I've purchased for the office. I've purchased 5 of them, so I'm just going to undo one here, unbox it for you, let's show you what's inside and how easy it is to build. So we'll actually do the build as well. So I hope you enjoy it. If you do and you want to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss any tips for Microsoft Office software or for any of the unboxing, please subscribe and click that like button and everything else that you can do down below here. Okay, this is a DlandHome Store item, but purchased through Amazon for $42.99. The delivery was really good. I ordered it one day and it was there by the next day. So 24 hours. I am on Prime. I'm going to show you the unboxing. 2 of the boxes came. I've ordered 5, but these 2 came together. One of them was actually not sealed up very well, so I've resealed it, and the other one was sealed up quite well. So this is the first one I'm going to open, the one that I had to reseal. I hope everything's okay inside this box. So let's get started. So here we are. We're just going to split the cellophane open here. So normally they're well sealed, apart from this one that was actually open, which was a bit strange. So let's hope it's all okay. So what you will find is that they're well packed, as you can see here. Lots of plastic around the metal legs. So I'm just going to remove the plastic here so we can build it. So there's one of the legs. Do the other one as well. So there we go. It seems to be well made. I mean, it's just a couple of square tubes really welded together. Little chip on the paint there. Okay, just expect that. I can always touch that up, so it's not worth sending back for a little paint chip there. Let's have a look. We've got the tubes that attach to the top just here. We're going to have a look at those. That seems okay, that one. And the other one. There's not many parts to this really. Okay. Little paint chip there, but not too bad, won't notice. So it seems to come with all this polystyrene around it to protect it, so it's reasonably well protected. Let's have a look. We've got our parts here. Let's just hope all the screws and everything's there that we need. Let's undo this. We get a couple of small sort of screw knobs there to move the computer table up and down to the height that you desire. We've got a small spanner, which is good, and some bolts and screws. We'll have a look at those in a moment. And something I've noticed, look at this, we've got a screwdriver, small screwdriver. Now probably a bit too small for me, I prefer using my own, but you don't actually need to supply anything yourself. Then we've got the casters that go on the bottom. They're lockable, so you can prevent it moving about once you've put it into position. So let's remove those. We've got 4 lockable casters. Instructions. Fairly straightforward really. There's just a list of items on here and 4 steps to build in this. This is probably one of these builds where you don't even need instructions, but there you go. Then we've got the back panel that we need to screw on, and then the actual desktop itself. So that's the underneath, and then this is the top here. So what we're going to do is have a go at building this. So I have actually built one of these before, so the only tip I've got is, what you'll notice is, I don't know if you can see this, but the edges finish just here. So I personally am going to make this the back of the table so that the front of the table looks nice and neat. Okay, but again, that's personal preference. So I'm going to put that as the back, and then all you do is grab the bolts, and you only need 4, and they've supplied 5, so that's quite good. So there's 5 here, there's always a spare one, which is really good. I remember the days when there's always one missing, and that's a pain. So let's just try it with this screwdriver they've supplied. Yeah, it's sort of okay, but you can't get a really good grip on it, but it does the job. I think I prefer using my own screwdriver here because I can get a much better grip on it, and it doesn't hurt my hand quite so much. So you just put the 2 screws in, or the 2 bolts, screw them in. That's it, just screw it down until it's tight. That's it, nice and tight. So remember, this is the back just here, so this round bit needs to go towards the back, which is this side. Okay, so let's put the other one on. That's it. So that's the top completed. Do the legs. So these are interchangeable, it doesn't matter which one's left or right because they're both exactly the same. But let's just grab this piece of wood. You've got this piece of wood here, you'll see the little plastic sort of bolts, or the nut type thing that's already pre-drilled into it. This will be the back of the panel, so just make sure you get this round the right way, because then the front of the panel, it just looks nice and neat. Okay, so I have the plastic items at the back, then just put it up against, and now this time these are actual screws, so we can put them through, line it up with the hole, and let's just, the screwdriver again, I'm using my screwdriver, but you can use the one they supply. Let's just screw that into position. Before I do it too tight, get the next screw and put that in the bottom of it. We're nearly done, so just screw that one in tight, screw that one in tight. Now do the other side, so you need another 2 screws, and look at that. There's 3 screws left, so they give you an extra one of these as well. So there's always a spare, which is really good. Start putting the other one in before too tight. That's it. So once we've got the base complete there, by the way, this probably isn't the same order that the pictures show you on the instructions, but it doesn't really matter. Just take the top, and we're now going to slide that into the top, just position it like this, and then that will go in. Now what we want to do is put the screws, tightening sort of knobs, these things. Okay, just put these in the back, screw that in, not too tight at this stage, and then we can just raise this up or lower it as we need it. There we go. So I'm going to make this desk height, as these are going to be little returns for desks in my office, or my training room I should say. Do the other one, just tighten it. There we go. Okay, now I will have to adjust that once the wheels are on, but you don't have to put the wheels on this. You can just leave it standing like that and that would be fine. But I'm going to put the wheels on, or the casters we should call them. So let's put those on, show you how easy this is. This is probably the most fiddly bit actually. You've just got to grab them and then just screw them into the screw holes. It's just a bit fiddly to get them started because the actual caster is in the way of the little nut that you need to grab hold of. But once you've got it, you can sort of just fiddle with your fingers in here to screw that down. I find sometimes just holding the caster and then pinching the little nut bolt with your thumb and forefinger sometimes does it. Just a bit fiddly. Okay, so that's one in there. It's not tight yet. So I'm just doing the other three and then I'll come back to you. Okay, so that's all four on there now. So what we need to do is get this little spanner that they actually provide you. So they provide everything, which is quite good. And you don't need a big spanner and a lot of torque on this. Just tighten them up, hand tight. There we go. That's done. Move everything out of the way. We turn it back over onto its casters. And there we have our table. Nice adjustable computer table. So you can use this if it will slide under your bed, so you can sort of sit in bed using this, or as a small computer desk. I'm using it as a small return next to the main desks in the office, just to give a bit more desk space. But there you go. Below there's a link to the Amazon site for this, so if you think you want to purchase this, click on the link and that'll take you straight to the item so that you can purchase it. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe and click the link. So I look forward to seeing you in further videos, either the Microsoft training videos or the unboxing videos.